Good morning, everyone. So, I did the normal routine today. Got up, take the kiddo to school, and as I was getting dressed, I don't know if anyone else has, I'm sure somebody else has experienced the same thing. I put on my old t-shirt that my dad gave me a few years back. Bit older now. I'm gonna do some work on the truck today, not the caliber. And I put it on, and it had that distinct smell, like the kind that it sends you back to when either you were a kid or a moment in time where you remember something special. Good memories that you have. And I put it on, and it kind of smelled like old motor oil. I don't know how. I washed it, and it's been in the drawer with dryer sheets, so that everything continues to smell clean, yet somehow this one just doesn't. It smells like old motor oil. And it brought back some old memories about my dad and my grandpa and my uncle. I got my first job working for my uncle when I was 14, washing cars. And that's when I learned to take off a door panel the first time. And then it reminded me of the hunting trips with my dad. And how sometimes, there was one time that we broke down, and we had passed this garbage pile, and they had sent us kids just down a little ways to go and look to see if we could find anything that kind of resembled a radiator hose to hopefully just get us back into town to be able to get it towed. And then I remember the smell, all the grease from the engine and the coolant from the radiator, all these different distinct smells. And just putting it on was like putting on a warm blanket and just being cuddled and held by my dad. I love you, Dad. But it reminded me about how God preserves us and He keeps us. And in the mornings that we're having some tough times, like this morning I was having a little bit of a tough time in my head with my emotions, and God just reaches out and He says, it's okay. Remember where I have brought you from. Remember what it is that I have done. And it's not that I won't do it again. It will be in time. And so it was just that feeling, putting on this shirt and feeling that warm hug was like feeling God give me a warm hug and holding me just like my dad would and tell me that it's gonna be okay and everything's gonna be all right and that we are going to get through this. And so with that, I'm gonna go into Harbor Freight. I'm gonna grab a cheap tool and I'm gonna go work on my power steering return line with the thought on my mind that it's all gonna be all right. I'm gonna make it through. And so are you. Maybe wearing an old shirt or having to glance through a photo book, remembering how good it is that you got it, even if you don't have much. God bless everyone. Be safe.